Well, hello. I've had a quiet couple of days up here. We decided to get away from people and found this lovely park up. We've been relying a little bit on John's Starlink, which is obviously really handy to have. Just about enough signal to like get text messages and emails in and the simple kind of things, so you know things can keep ticking over. This is the one thing you've got to consider when you decide to work on the road. I know it would be lovely to just take myself off to where there is no signal, but this isn't how it works for me. And having followed John around for 30 years next year, 30 entire years, and he has always worked when we've been away, always. When he was working for himself, when he was working for companies, whatever he did, we always ended up having to do some work while we were away. So it's just kind of something I'm used to. You know, we were used to doing that. Me and our daughter used to just run off and go sit by the pool, or we'd go shopping, or we'd always have things to do when she was small. And I've kept that up in the meantime when there's other things. And I think it's kind of helped to slip into all of this where, you know, if one of us has to work, the other one will just go out and do something. It's far better than commuting and going to an office. That's all I can say. I don't know if you've seen the documentary that John's done on the John and Mandy channel. It's a big old video, but my goodness, I'm so proud of him for what he's done with that. It is so good. I've watched it twice already. And it's weird because I don't like watching myself on videos. It's bad enough having to edit this chatter. Yeah, but that is amazing. And it does make a very good point about why wait? You know, why wait if you can do something now? Because would you prefer to sit with a moor's view? I mean, a bit steamy in here this morning, and it's a bit cloudy out there. Or would you prefer to be just sat in an office? Some people like being around other people. I must admit, I miss a little bit, especially after going and seeing my friends. I figured out that I miss them, essentially. But would I miss being in an office? I don't think so. I really don't think so. So this is definitely one of the things that we have to take into account. However, the weather is kind of stopping us doing anything at the minute because it's been so wet and so cloudy, and the mist has been so low that even if John went for a bike ride, he'd get wet just from riding through all of the clouds and stuff. I've been sorting accounts and things out, which getting caught up is lovely. And with that view is also good. We had a little bit of a walk across by the reservoir and back again. I'm getting a bit better with me walking now, so I just have to kind of work on that, because as soon as I get better with that, I can start doing more workouts and things. I mean, my belly and my scar is still sore. The doctor said that that's normal, so I'm not to worry about it, but I've got to be careful around it. But yeah, so it's all these things to do it, but you can't do it when the weather's bad. So instead of staying up here for a couple more days, we've decided to go to Skipton instead. So we're going to go to Skipton, stay in the car park in the centre, because we've heard so many good things about that. The reviews on Park4Night for that are amazing. Well, hello. Had a lovely meal out at the Royal Shepherd Inn, and then had a bit of a mooch about because we'd eaten with. Believe it or not, for once, not only did we not overface ourselves with food, we also didn't drink too much either. Because normally, you know, it's like with fizzy stuff and drinks and things, you end up rolling out somewhere, but we still ended up rolling out just because the food was that good and the portions were very generous indeed. So we had a bit of a walk into town and found a little cafe that was selling cake and coffee, so we sat and had that. And then on the way back, I said, come on, let's have a walk down the canal. And we went to Skipton boat trips, don't you know? And yeah, we've booked onto an afternoon tea boat trip tomorrow at 2:30. And yeah, you get like an afternoon tea. So you get coffee and tea and sandwiches. And we have
pie.
And we've gone for one savoury and one not savoury. So one of them we're getting more cakey things on, and the other one we're getting a pork pie and a sausage roll, and we're going to share. And it's like a 2-hour little boat trip as well that takes you around. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. Whew, right, well, it's morning. We popped out to a pub for a drink last night and got some chips on the way back, which was lovely. Skipton is lovely, it really is. It's a bit of a surprise. When we got here, we paid £6.60 for 9 hours parking, because we got here at 12 and the parking ended at 6, or the pay for parking during the day ended at 6. And it was either 5 or 9 hours, so we had to do the 6.60, which obviously is not a lot anyway. But the extra hours have carried over to today, so we're actually not due to pay for parking until 12 o'clock today. Still going to have to pay the 6.60 if we're doing, because we're going to stay over tonight as well. So it's the same, but that also means we've got till 12 o'clock tomorrow before we have to leave without paying anything else. We're having a quiet morning because it's raining, so we're having a quiet morning and getting caught up with loads of things, ready for heading over to our canal boat afternoon tea at I think it's 2:45 it starts. You got to get there for 2:30. So yeah, so that'll be brilliant. So at 12 we'll go over and buy some more parking. Nice little setup. Not the quiet out of the way thing we expected, but there's no point in staying in all these out of the way places if all you can do is sit in your van. And that is the one thing at the minute that I'm finding most difficult, is sitting and doing nothing, sitting still. I feel like I am absolutely riddled with arthritis, like my mum used to be. It literally is every part of my body, and it's not just, oh, it's aching a little bit. It's a lot. It's a lot that's given me. I'm waking up in tears in the night because it's hurting that much. So we're in the queue to get on our boat for our afternoon tea. It's a big queue, so it must be a popular one. But I think there's also a day trip, like a 1 hour thing, that leaves at the same time. One that leaves at 2:30, which is just about getting there now, so we'll soon find out. But it's this way, Ro. Is it? Oh, it's so peoply. All the people. But yeah, so we're going to wait here. Looking forward to your afternoon tea. 2-hour trip. Looking forward to it. Should be good. there's the vans. That was a lovely boat trip. Just starting to get a little bit dark. You can see all the mist coming in over the mountains and everything now. So we're just going to go and chill at the vans for a little bit. I'm on my way to get some water from the toilets. There's a 20p donation thing, so I've got a pocket full of 20p's I'm going to shove in there. And just get myself 10 litres, which will sort me out. Obviously, I've got to drink a whole lot more water now, doctor's orders. So I'm trying to keep on top of it, so we only need to get little bits at a time. So, yeah, then we'll pay our parking at 6, like the good people we are, and go for a pizza. You're going to come and see? Hi. Hi. You smelling my water? What you doing? Oh, it's nice. Hi. Hi, kitty. Well, good morning. My late night water fetching was half successful. It was a successful failure, don't you know? The bowls were too deep for me to get my thingy on my tap. So, yeah, it didn't work out well. I managed to get 5 litres, which was enough to top up all of my top up my filter, which topped up all of my drinking water. So I've got enough water to drink, which is always good. And that means I've still got all my water under my sink. So today we are leaving Skipton. It's been lovely. We will definitely be back. And we're off to Sutton Bank in the hope that John, the weather's supposed to be better over there, so John can actually get out on his bike. I think he's getting frustrated with with town stops, which sometimes it's like when it's raining you get the choice of being stuck in your van. Sometimes it feels like you're stuck in your van when you've been in it a lot anyway. Or having things to do indoors, and unfortunately the things to do indoors here were a boat ride, and which had food and drink, and restaurants which have food and drink. So we're food and drinked out as well. We're a little bit tuckered. I think our constitutions have changed a bit since all my eating things with various ailments that have affected it. And of course John doesn't eat when he's stressed out, bless him. So, and he's been stressed out a lot thanks to me. So I think we've both changed what we eat and how much we eat, but it's not reached up here yet, so we still think that we can eat a lot more than we can. So yeah, anyway, Sutton Bank, hopefully a nice little drive, get a bit of charge in the old batteries. I think we're both down quite a bit. It's brilliant having these Fogstar batteries because we'd been out by now if that was the case. But obviously the bigger it is, the longer it takes to charge as well. So we're thinking a couple of days at Sutton Bank. There's a few places to park around there that you can stay overnight. Then we're going to look for a nice campsite that we can stay at, that's got hookup and showers and things, and hopefully laundry. And then we can spend a few days there as well and chill out and get some housekeeping-y things done. So yeah, off we go.